Well, hey there, everybody. How y'all doing? Thank you for coming back as always. I appreciate it. Really hope you're having a wonderful day or night. And welcome back to my channel. As always, I'm Deluxe. All right, let's do another Transformer review. Yeah. But before we do that, Happy New Year. Hope everybody has a wonderful night and everything. I know it's going to be New Year's Day whenever this comes out. But I hope you had a safe night and everything. And hope you have a wonderful 2021. All that good stuff. And leave behind 2020. All that stuff. All right. But today I'll be taking a look at, and also I will be having a, I'm not going to do a top worst or best. I'm just going to, do some of my favorite purchases I did from 2020. And I'll put that up this week and everything. I know I'm kind of late to it, but I'll put up some, I'll put something up later on during the weekend to show my top 10 or my favorite purchases or something like that of Legends, official and third party and everything. So anyways, let's move on to this guy. Ironfactory Honekumoki. Honekumoki. I think that's how I say it. I probably screwed it up like I always do. But this is Ironfactory's take on Bludgeon. This is the Samurai series. They have the Lao Convoy as well. And this one is their second take and everything. So there you go. Well, the front of the box is this right here, which is a beautiful box. I love the green and the red. Got that Christmas feel to it. But really nicely done. Got his chest right there. Or what is going to be on his chest and everything. And then the back. It shows everything. So he is a triple changer, kinda. It's a little weird triple changer, but he's like a crab, a tank, and a bot mode and everything. But anyways, let's just get right to the review. That's what you came for. Yeah. Well, alright folks, there is Bludgeon in his alt mode, one of his alt modes. Like I said, this Ironfactory is Legend scale. But let's see what he comes with first. I'll show you the weapons a little bit in alt mode, or I'm sorry, bot mode. But he comes with 3 separate hands. He comes with little closed fist on there. So he comes with ones that are kind of an open grip that hold the sword kind of at an angle. You get those. You get kind of the grasping hands or kind of the jazz hands right there. And they're just a plastic. There's no paint or anything like that. Kind of a maroon color, dark red. And then you just got the closed kind of open fist right there. So it'll kind of hold it upwards instead of at an angle. Everything. Like I say, he does come with a shotgun and 2 swords and the little flag, and I'll show you that in bot mode. Whoops. So let's take a look at the tank mode, and it's pretty cool. I mean, I think this mode has to suffer because it really has great articulation and everything in bot mode. So I think they had to compensate for that, and this kind of mode kind of suffers. I mean, it's fine. I mean, it's a nice little tank. You can have the swords on here. Now you don't have to have these. They're just, you can unplug them right there and right there. Now you can plug them in right here as well too. And then he has a shotgun right here, and I'll show that in a second. We'll take a look at the swords real quick. And they're nicely done. Oh, they're really nicely done. Nice silver paint, gold, nice red paint, and within right there the handle, nice gold right there. That's a little smaller one. And it comes with the longer one too as well. You can just take that out. Once again, beautifully done. Really great. I mean, tons of paint. Come on now. That is so cool. Alright, so that's the swords and everything. So, yeah, like this, tank mode. Now, I love this. It looks so dirty and grimy and everything. It's got some nice weathering, just like, oh, it looks so good. Love the light piping. You can see the little red eyes. That looks so cool, so menacing. Now you can open the jaw. It won't open, if you have it down there, it's going to drag or anything, but you can open it up a little bit. But that is beautiful. My God. Gold paint, and it's got some weathering on there as well. It just looks so dirty and grimy. Now, like I said, this part had to suffer. You do see his head right there. And, see his fist right there, so. And these are his legs. He got the little flag, nicely painted, got some red and white paint and everything. Now, no wheels or anything like that, so it just kind of scooches across. So, but these can move a little bit. You can move these as well, like that. Like I said, man, I love that. It's got that dirty, grimy look. It just looks so good. Like I said, there's the feet and everything. So, the mode had to kind of suffer. Tons of, like copper right here. Paint and everything. And then underneath, all the stuff. So, yeah, like I said, this mode kind of, suffered just because of the bot mode, which I'm always going to keep it in bot mode anyways, but it's still a pretty cool, nice little tank mode. I like it. It's not too bad. So there you go. There is Bludgeon in his tank mode. Real quick, there he is next to the Ironfactory Sideswipe, just for a little scale comparison. Scale. Cryptogonics, a AAA battery, some crappy toilet paper. More scale. Alright, I'm going to transform him into his third mode. You know, it's kind of a crab or spider mode. I also forgot to mention, which I've been forgetting to mention some stuff. Now, the turret doesn't move. It kind of moves up and down. Now, you can move it up like that, but it exposes the head quite a bit. So, but it doesn't, you know, swivel or anything like that, which really sucks, but, you know, that's fine. But so to change into his little, you know, mode, whatever, his little crab mode, you take these turrets or the treads right here. Oh, I forgot to mention, man, the treads are painted, or they're got the like a gritty, also kind of feel to it. Got some damage to them. But pull these out right here, and then try to. You gotta move these up. Forgot to move this up right here, and then grab this, and there you go. And you do the same for back here. Open these up. And there you go. So now you got kind of like a crab spider mode or something. You can, something like that. So, I mean, that's cool. I mean, that's pretty cool they threw that in. It wasn't necessary. You know, it would have been cool just with the tank mode and the bot mode. But you have this mode, so yeah. Neato Petito. He's a crab. Or spider. Whatever you want to call him. He's Bludgeon. That's what you call him. And real quick, not much articulation with him like this. I mean, he does got some, so you can move these up and down and spread them out a little bit. And same with the back legs as well. And then, like I said, these move. Everything. So, not much articulation with it, but you can get him in some decent poses or something like that. And the mouth does open still. So, look at that. That's beautiful. So, let's transform him. Let's go. Let's see. So, we're going to untab this right here. They're tabbed in. There's a little tab right there. It goes into the slot. And this will release the shotgun, the old-timey shotgun. Kind of a steampunk thing. Once again, beautiful. Got that weathering on there. Nice gold paint and some accent pieces. So really nicely done. And we'll remove the flag as well, and I'll show you that. Now make sure you spread apart, because if you just, it's tabbed in there. Let's see if it's going to let me do this. Move these out of the way. Yeah. So it just tabs in like that. So don't, you know, try to force it or anything like that, because it is thin plastic. But it tabs in right in here. And you just take that out right there. And just make sure you're careful with it. And here's the flag. Once again, it's got some nice, I think, copper or brass, whatever. And then red and white paint. And that's that little flag and everything. So there you go. Alright, so we're going to flip these back in. Okay. Put that back in as well. Close that. Flip this. Flip that. Close that. And then put that in. And close that. And then that's what it'll look like so far and everything. Alright, so let's try. So one of my gripes is this thing is hella scary to transform. Really tight joints and small legend figures. So I'm going to try to do my best. Now the feet pop off a lot. They're on a ball joint, but they're going to pop off probably when I'm trying to move it. So you have to move the foot down like that. And then that. Do this one as well. So, but it is hella scary tight, and I hope I don't break it. There you go. Okay. Then you're going to take this part, make sure that you lift up. Now this is very thin plastic. Be careful, because you're going to have to kind of combine towards this thing, and there's not a lot of room to do this. So you got to move it. See if I can try to get it on camera.
Move that down, and then push on this. Don't push on the green part, because like I said, that is thin plastic. You don't want to break that. And you want to try to get this to go in. And this is really tight. Golly. You want to get it to snap in like that. So yeah, that's right there. Good. Okay. Then you're going to close that part. Okay. So that is one of them. Move this out of the way. Alright. Try to do it again. So you want to extend it. So you're trying to find a place to actually move everything so I can get this out of the way. You want to extend it. Lift this piece up, because you're going to have to push on the bottom part right here. Don't push on that green thing, because you'll snap that thing in half. Move that out of the way, and then try to collapse. Golly. I may have to do this off camera, so I do not want to break this guy. Yeah, I'll be right back. 1 second. Alright, yeah, so that is, yeah, that's one of the main gripes on this thing is it's hella scary to transform because they're so tight. Might need to get some oil or something, shock oil, I think what it's called. If I can, and maybe try to loosen up those joints because they are really tight and you got a small area to work in. But there you go. That is the feet that are done, or the legs. Alright, so we're going to move on. Now what you're going to do is you're going to open these up. That reveals the head, like you've already seen that. You untab, turn this around, you untab this right here, and then close it up like that. And that's going to be on this butt. You can leave it up like that. And then you take his head part. Now you're going to move these out of the way, so give you a little room so you can do all this turning and stuff. I hope you can. Come on. Trying to. There you go. And that reveals his head, and should be able to go up a little more. Yep, like that. Alright, it looks like that so far. Alright, so you're going to take, let me move this out, you're going to move this upwards. Move this. So this can go, this piece right here is going to go over that. So move the arms around, and then this piece is going to go over that. Try to fit in there. I think it's going to. Golly. It's not a lot of room to work with, and that's what kills me, how to transform this thing. Okay. So, and then you're going to bring these up. Oh, excuse me. Alright, you're going to bring these up and they're going to fold in like this. That's scary tight. And now, kind of wish this would, there's going to be a little gap right here. But I kind of wish it was, could be a little filled in more, but you can just kind of work with it and everything. I'm going to have to clean it up anyways. And then you move these right here. Move this little flap out right here. Like that. There you go. Now, you can also, you don't have to do this, but you can tab these together. You're going to put this in that little slot right there. And then in the other slot, it's basically going to put these together. Come on. There you go. Now move that up a little bit. So you don't have to have that there, but. And there you go. That is how you transform Bludgeon. Man, that is scary. I transform a lot of stuff like clear plastic transformers, and man, I've never been really more scared than transforming this guy because he is so tight. So there you go. Let me clean him up a little bit and I'll be right back. All right, folks, I'm back. All right, so with the weapons, we'll look at his weapons first. So the swords, they can go right here. There's a spot, there's a hole right there. There's a hole right there and a hole right there. So you can have them any way you want to. Post them right there. You can post them back here as well. And you can have them on the side. For me, they're already, you know, he's got his arms all, you know, already out there like that because of these thigh things, whatever is and everything. So it's going to add a little more to it. It's not bad looking, but you know, if you want to get some poses with that, like I said, you can do that. So that's pretty cool. Now you can pop off a hand, and they're on a little ball joint. Be careful. And you just pop that off, and you can put in, let's say, just one of these other hands, and he can hold the shotgun. Golly. And you just put that in there. Well, thought it was going to go in there. Come on now. And be careful, that is a thin piece of plastic as this thing's just scary to mess around with. Not fun. So there you go. So he can hold his shotgun as well. And everything. So, and then you can take a other hand. And if you want to pop that on. And then take the sword out. And it just slides in right here. And he can hold his sword too. And you can leave these on right here or something like that if you want to. So there you go. That is his weapons. Alright, so let's take all this off. Take the weapon out. We're going to go over Sculpt and Articulation. If I can get this gun out. Golly. Sorry if I hit the camera. Alright. So, let's take a look at the head sculpt. And it's pretty cool. Now, he looks like an old man with no teeth and just yelling out, "Get off my yard." He's got that kind of screaming, go, "Arr!" Now, this part right here is a little head crest. It is soft plastic. Can't bend it too far because it will snap off or anything like that, but beautiful gold piece, and his face is painted gold as well. I don't think no light piping there. Kind of a dark, can't really see his eyes or anything like that. So it's a skull, and everything. But so you can look down quite a bit. Not much up, side to side. Be careful. Like I said, that little, golly, this thing is. He does have a little attitude as well. So that's pretty cool. Now, move on down the chest. You already seen most of this. Like I said, love the gritty, dirty look it got to it. Looks really nicely done with the teeth, the white teeth, and got some brown stains on them. And you can open it up a little bit like that. Like I said, it just opens up. It's just a really gappy area right there, but beautiful little devil kind of a thing going on. Looks good. Now you got the 80s woman's shoulder pads, working woman's shoulder pads. They're on a ball joint, so you can move them around. You can move this all the way up to there. Now, he does have a hinge right here and a ball joint. That does have a swivel right there, and you can also get a double elbow like that. So tons of articulation with that. Tons of like the copper and the brass kind of a paint job to it. Looks really good. Waist swivel, really tight. Be careful, as always. Just be careful with this damn thing. Golly, I feel like I'm gonna break it every time. All right, these things are also on a hinge. You can go back and forth like that if you don't want them in the front. You can put them in the back, and they are on ball joints, so you can move them out of the way. So nicely articulated. This thing right here flips up and down as well. So there you go. All right, for the legs. Okay, so if you want to move these out of the way, oh, that's so scary. can do the full Van Dam. He can kick up quite a bit and not back a little bit. If you move these out of the way, if you move them back to the front, you can get a little more. Does have a thigh swivel, and I do not have them right. I am so sorry. That looks goofy. I did not turn their legs around whenever I transformed them. Sorry about that. There you go. That's how they look. I know you're probably yelling at the thing like, why do the legs look so stupid? Blah, you're dumb. But sorry about that. So yeah, like I said, you do have a thigh swivel. Once again, the copper gunmetal right here. You do have a knee bend, quite a bit. You get more than you need. It's awesome. Once again, tight, very tight. Then the feet, like I said, they will pop off usually, but might been pretty good so far. Toe tilt up, a little bit down. You got a nice little rocker as well. All right, then the back. Now you can have this little thing right here. You can move it up, or you can move it down like that. However you want it, doesn't matter. I'll leave it up like that. But looks good from the back. Little backpack, like I said, you don't have to have the flag up there if you don't want to. I like it. It's a nice little storage, and it keeps these two together. These do move as well, back and forth a little bit. So you get some different angles. So there you go. Yeah, nicely done. But yeah, really well articulated. I mean, this thing, you can do kind of the meditating pose. You can get them into the, move these legs like that. I'll show you some pictures. I'll take some pictures like that. But really well articulated, but just scary as hell trying to get him into positions because it's so tight. But there you go. That is the articulation and sculpt work of Ironfactory Bludgeon. And there he is next to their Leo Convoy, same Samurai series and everything. Oh, I forgot to mention also he does have a butterfly as articulation. Like I said, great articulation, but he does have a butterfly. Forgot to mention that as always. Golly, I keep forgetting stuff. But there he is next to them. I think they look really good together. Really stylized, but I'm really liking the samurai stuff. And they did mention they are going to put out some more stuff for this series. So really excited for this. But there he is next to a Leo Convoy. Or Lio Convoy. And there he is next to Sunstreaker and Jetfire. So two other Ironfactory for a little scale reference there. And Crapagonics, a AAA battery, some crappy toilet paper, and squeaks for even more scale.
All right, let's talk about some Ironfactory Bludgeon. Man, I have some mixed feelings on this one, okay? It's not the best Ironfactory's put out, but it's not the greatest. I mean, it's not the worst either. I love it. I think it's really nicely done. I'm really excited for the rest of the Samurai stuff because both the ones they put out are really good. But this one scared me quite a bit. So the alt mode is pretty good. The tank is fine. It kind of has to suffer because of the articulation that the bot mode has and everything. So, you know, it's all right. Now the crab mode or the spider mode, they really didn't have to throw that in. It's pretty cool they did. So you have another mode to work with and everything. It's pretty cool, I guess. But overall, the alt modes are decent and everything. Nothing to be wild about or anything like that. But they do their job. But like I said, I don't leave my stuff in alt mode anyway. So, but they're still pretty cool little alt modes and everything. And now the scary part, the transformation. Okay, man, the legs, be careful. You have to combine towards them and they are really tight. Like I said, you may need to get some shock wool or something like that to try to loosen up those joints because, man, they are really, really tight. The tolerances on this thing are really tight. Be careful. If you want to transform the thing, it does come in bot mode, so if you don't even want to transform it and just put it on your shelf, that'll be fine. But when you do, please just be careful. So transformation is like I said, I transformed a lot of clear stuff and gold stuff for Legends, but this one had me really scared I was going to break it. But just be careful. Now the bot mode. I really, really like the bot mode. It really looks nice. It has a great presence to it. I love the paint on this thing. The grittiness, it just feels dirty. The weathering has got really, really great paint. The copper and everything just meshes well with the paint. And I love the light piping on the demon head on the front of his chest. Looks really good. And just the weathering, so freaking awesome. Articulation, out of this world. Everything you need, but like I said, the tolerances are really tight, so just be careful. When you can get them into a position and everything, I had a great time taking pictures with them. Really nicely done on articulation. That's where they shine, is articulation and everything. So overall, I really like him, but just it just scared me. Okay, just when I transform him, trying to, you know, articulate him and everything, just be careful. That's all I say. You know, everything. But other than that, it looks good. If you put him on the shelf, he really has a presence, and I really like that. And he goes well with the Leo Convoy, not Leo Prom, but really nicely done on those two. So I'm really excited for the series. So let's get on the floor, do some floor time. Won't you join me? Be my neighbor. All right, all right, all right. All right, I forgot to mention, I love the weapons too. The swords are nice. They're painted well. The gun, the old shotgun, everything looks really good as well. So yeah, really nicely done. Ironfactory puts a great product out. I mean, they're one of the top, you know, one of my, them and New Age are one of my favorites, and I really like this one, man. I love the grittiness of this. It just feels dirty. My hands feel dirty after messing around with this thing for a while. But yeah, it's fun, but just be careful. The tolerances are really bad on this thing. It's really tight. But I do highly recommend this series so far. I love the Lyle Convoy. It's fun, and this thing, I mean, I had a great time taking pictures. The articulation on the thing is just freaking, even with the little saddlebag things on the side and everything, and the 80s woman's working shoulder pads, you still can get them in some really great poses and everything. So I had a really great time. So yeah, that was my review over the Ironfactory Bludgeon. Hope you liked it. Go hit me with some likes, shares, prayers, and care bears. Go there and hit that sub button for me if you don't mind. And hit me with some comments. Tell me what you thought of the review, if anybody in on this guy. And I guess I'll see you in the next Transform review. And as always, be good to yourself. Hail Hasbro, and good night, folks. Yeah, look at that. It just looks pretty. So pretty.